In today's video, I want to give you guys some major updates on a couple of titles coming to PlayStation 4. Wasteland 3 has been dated, and we have Rust officially coming to the PlayStation 4, so that's incredibly exciting. A Kingdom Hearts 3 demo is now available, that's obviously free, and there are some free themes available as well, so I want to highlight those at the end of this video. But quite a bit of free stuff available right now, a dynamic theme, and a theme that's based on a pretty popular anime that just celebrated a game release as well, so we'll talk that at the end of this video. And before we get into everything, I just want to remind you guys to make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you're always notified of uploads, and that definitely helps out the channel too, so we always appreciate that. But first of all, I definitely want to cover Wasteland 3 coming from publisher Deep Silver and developer inXile Entertainment. Wasteland 3, of course, the follow-up to Wasteland 2, and it's coming from the creators of Wasteland 2 and Torment Tides of Numenera comes Wasteland 3, following the critically acclaimed release of 2014's Wasteland 2 and 2015's Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. Fans have been clamoring for a direct sequel, and Wasteland 3 is currently in development with a targeted release in spring of 2020. Now, if you're unaware of what the game is, it's a party-based RPG with a renewed focus on trademark complex storytelling and strategic combat by including a player vehicle, environmental dangers, and revamped, more fluid action system. We are evolving on Wasteland 2's deep tactical turn-based combat and unique encounter design. Play by yourself or with a friend in story-driven synchronous or asynchronous multiplayer. Choices open up or close off mission opportunities, areas to explore, story arcs, and lots of other content. Your ranger base is a core part of the experience as you help the local people and establish a reputation in Colorado. Quests and narrative will force you to make decisions on how to lead. The game will be set in the savage lands of frozen Colorado, where survival is difficult and a happy outcome is never guaranteed. Players will face difficult moral choices and make sacrifices that will change the game world. Wasteland 3 will feature a deep and engaging story utilizing a newly revamped dialogue tree system from the celebrated writers of Torment Tides of Numenera. Again, if you're a fan of quality RPGs, this is one that's going to be right up your alley, and Wasteland 2 was an incredibly deep RPG experience, and I expect something very similar coming out of Wasteland 3, and again, it's dropping May 19th of 2020. It should be noted that inXile has been acquired by Microsoft, so after the release of Wasteland 3, chances are the games are going to diverge away from being released on the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation platforms in general, so that's going to be quite a bummer. But overall, Wasteland 3, we can at least assess that game for what it is, and I do think that's shaping up quite nicely, and this was a game that was a big focus as a part of the XO19 presentation, and that was done by Microsoft and Xbox, so you can already kind of see that partnership come into effect, as there more is a focus on Xbox when it comes to the release of the game, but of course it will be coming to PlayStation 4 as well. I should also include that pre-orders will include bonus items which will give players a head start in the Wasteland, including the Ranger General hat and glasses, polished Ranger badge, and snow camo weapon. And there's a lot more information about the game on the official website, but if you're wanting a quality RPG with a lot of depth to it, Wasteland 3 is absolutely gonna offer that, and again, the game drops May 19th of 2020. Next up, here's one that I am very excited for, and if you are a fan of survival games, you're probably also stoked for it, and that is Rust, coming to the PlayStation 4 in 2020. Competitive multiplayer survival game Rust, which is currently available for PC, is coming to PlayStation 4 in 2020. Publisher Double 11 and developer Facepunch Studios have announced. Waking up on a mysterious post-apocalyptic island littered with dilapidated with industrial monuments and probing scientists, it's up to you to figure out how to keep yourself alive in a world where everything wants you dead. In Rust, there is one goal above everything else: survive, conquer thirst and hunger, battle the elements, create clothing, and stay safe against hostile forces, including other players, scientists, bears, wolves, or even succumb to fire, drowning, or radiating poison. A game without rules, Rust doesn't tell its inhabitants what to do. Players are free to be deceptive and aggressive with intense PvP combat, raiding and looting, but there is potentially even more to be earned with a team of friendly players by your side in the struggle for survival and supremacy. Players can build tiny cabins in the woods to huge scrap metal fortresses in an attempt to stay safe, as well as craft a variety of weapons, bombs, and traps. Since Rust's initial launch into Steam Early Access in 2013, almost 8 million fans have populated its world and taken part in the ultimate social experiment, making it one of the most played games on Steam. The title has evolved from its earliest days as a primal survival game to one that stands out among its competitors, featuring shockingly detailed worlds to explore and build in, filled with a variety of gameplay styles, weapons, crafts, and above all else, combat. Rust is not for the faint of heart. The game boasts boasts a steep learning curve and a huge killer community of players. Befriend them, kill them, the choice is yours. Players will stand out alone with nothing but a rock and a torch, finding and learning blueprints to make new and higher tier weapons, armors, and defenses. Building a growing arsenal to give you and your friends chance of survival. Rust will throw a barrage of challenges at you, but players can fight back with craftable weapons, starting with a rock in your hand to a spear or bow, through to heavier artillery like assault rifles and rocket launchers. Rust has become one of the most popular games on PC and on Steam. This is a game that's been one of the consistent standouts on Steam, and if you look at the player base on Steam, it will always have a consistent user base accessing and playing the game. To give you guys an idea, right now on Steam, 72,000 people are in-game, and this game has been out of early access since February of 2018, and it's been around for a very long time, so for it to sustain that kind of player base for this long, that says quite a bit. And Facepunch Studios, the guys behind the game, have been incredibly committed to it, always updating it, always adding new content, keeping it fresh, and always offering a reason to go back. It's a very compelling open-world survival game, and again, if you're into survival experiences, Rust is going to be right up your alley, and it's exciting to see it finally come to the PlayStation 4. Again, we don't have an official release date, but we do know it'll be coming sometime in 2020. Alright, so those are the two game announcements I wanted to go over. I also want to go over a bunch of free stuff that's available right now on the PlayStation Store. First of all, Kingdom Hearts 3 now has a free demo available directly on the PlayStation Store. If you have yet to check out Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe you're not completely sold on the game, even with the game being down to $15 for Black Friday, a demo is available absolutely free. And the demo itself contains two stories, one from the game's opening sequence to the introduction of Olympus, and one that covers the first half of the Toy Box Adventure. Save data from the former story can be transferred to the full version of the game. Obviously, the second portion is a little bit into the game, so you have to do that again when you play the main game. But I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was a rather good game. Some elements I wasn't completely as high on as some other elements. I won't go into that at this point, just to avoid spoilers and whatever, but Kingdom Hearts 3 I think overall was a rather good game. It's one of those games, however, you really should play the initial Kingdom Hearts titles. You should pick up 1.5, 2.5, 2.8 and get accustomed to the Kingdom Hearts story. If you're not going to do that, at least watch some recap videos on YouTube, but obviously a recap video is only going to do so much as going through, you know, all those 10 to 15 to 20 hour RPGs are going to do, and really 10 hours is on the short side, but if you want to bum rush through them, I'm sure you can complete them in 10 to 15 hours. Naturally, going through each one of them, you're talking about 20 to 25 hours with each game, and yeah, that is quite a bit of investment, but if you're looking to get into the world and story of Kingdom Hearts, it's kind of the investment that is required. And Kingdom Hearts 3's story's not even completed yet. We do know that DLC will be coming to the game, so that's something to be on the lookout as well. Whatever the case may be, Kingdom Hearts 3 is available right now, and the demo is available, so you can check that out if you're interested. Lastly, I do want to cover a couple of free themes that are available right now. Tetris Effect Metamorphosis Dynamic Theme is available right now for free. The breathtaking last stage of Tetris Effect is now a dynamic theme as voted by our fans. The Metamorphosis theme features music by composer Hydelic, and it's available for free as a dynamic theme. Often you won't see a lot of high-quality dynamic themes be available for free, but in this case, Tetris Effect having a dynamic theme is great because this is a game that has really trippy presentation elements, and those presentation elements would translate very well into a theme. Even if you're not a big fan of Tetris Effect, if you haven't played the game, because I'm sure many of you haven't, this is the type of theme that you could just enable, and just because of the slick presentation of it, it's one that you can stick with. Now, I would highly recommend you to play Tetris Effect because it's a phenomenal game, even better made with PlayStation VR, but even if you haven't, add this to your library as it is available for free. And lastly, for those of you guys that are a fan of Tokyo Ghoul, you might know that Tokyo Ghoul Ray Call to Exist just came out. That game is $60, so I can understand why people would be a little bit weary to pick it up. However, Tokyo Ghoul Ray Call to Exist also got a pair of themes that are available. If you're a fan of Tokyo Ghoul, you can stylize your PlayStation 4 with a Tokyo Ghoul theme. Again, those themes are available for free, so I wanted to make mention of that, and they are available right now. Ray Call to Exist is also available right now, again, at a full $59.99 price point. It's going to be a little bit of a hard sell to some people, but if you're a big fan of Tokyo Ghoul, it might be something to check out. One title that's probably not going to go on sale during this holiday period as it just came out, and these anime games generally retain their price point a little bit harder than your average garbage Western title. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, Wasteland 3 launches May 19, 2020. Very excited for that. Rust makes the transition to the PlayStation 4 sometime in 2020. Incredibly well received on PC. Now it's coming to PS4. Kingdom Hearts 3 has a demo available right now and a pair of high-quality themes, the Tetris Effect Metamorphosis theme and the Tokyo Ghoul Ray Call to Exist theme. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.